Hello, my name is Neil Carter. I'm a PhD candidate in the Department of Fisheries and Wildlife here at Michigan State University, and I got my bachelor's in science at the University of California, San Diego in ecology, behavior, and evolution. And then I came to the great state of Michigan for my master's in science at the University of Michigan, and did some work on black bears in Michigan and finding out ways to have black bears here in the state, but also have people tolerate them and accept having them here because they can be something of a nuisance animal. And then that led to a nice transition to me doing work here at Michigan State for my PhD degree in the Center for Systems Integration and Sustainability at the Department of Fisheries and Wildlife. And I'm doing work on tigers in Nepal, but similar type of work that I was doing with black bears, trying to understand how people can tolerate and value tigers while also having tigers on the landscape because they can be a nuisance. They sometimes kill people and eat their livestock. So, but they're internationally wanted. People want them around and desired. So protect the animal, but also manage people's wants. MSU has one of the best fisheries and wildlife departments in the country, and they also have an excellent international research programs. So those two combined, if you look at some of the stuff they're doing internationally, it's top-notch. So my previous advisor at the University of Michigan was like, look, if you want to do international wildlife conservation, there's a lot of great stuff going on at Michigan State. So that sort of started the conversation, and I got in touch with my advisor, Jack Liu, here at Michigan State. And lo and behold, they had a great project to work on. He does work on pandas in China, and then they were starting a new project on tigers in Nepal, so it worked out perfectly. Well, so the research is focused on the ways that people and wildlife interact, and in particular wildlife that are highly valued to lots of people. So those situations are really common around the world. So we're looking at a specific case in Nepal, but people and wildlife, those relationships are universal. So there's cases here in Michigan that is very top of the news with wolves, about how to have wolves exist in the state, but also have people coexist with those animals, given that those animals can have impacts on people and their livelihoods. And you have lots of examples with cougars and bears in the West. And these kind of examples exist all over the planet with jaguars and bears in Europe and wolves in Europe as well. So, the hope is that the work that we're doing here can be not only important and applicable to tigers in that particular instance, but also important for work here in Michigan and work going on in the U.S. and elsewhere. Improve our ability to live with these animals that are important. Yeah, so the fellowship, first of all, it was a major draw here because it was part of, when I was looking for programs and schools to go to, that was one of the things that helped make my decision to come here, was the availability of the fellowship and possibility of having the fellowship, because the single biggest thing for me, the value has been the freedom to do the work that I want to do. And if you're in a position where you need to do other things or work, other jobs, to do school, that's important, but unfortunately you're having to split your time and try to fit in schoolwork or fit in research with the stuff that you have to do. So having the fellowship was great because I could focus on my work 24/7. It's been really incredibly valuable that way.